What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim. Gonna be playing a game on PTCGO, and today I'm rocking Sam Chen's Mexico City special event winning list with Malamar. Pretty cool stuff. It's a Malamar Necrozma GX list. It's like all psychic, so no metal energy, no rainbows, no nothing like that. We are just rocking straight Malamar action, and it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of cool different stuff going on. You got some max elixirs in here. You've got a copy of Marshadow GX in here to hit fighting type weakness, which I really like since Zoroark can be difficult for this deck to take down. So definitely a nice little bonus there. This is kind of like, I was trying to head in this direction with my own thinking, playing like the Sudowoodos and the Rainbows. Like I wanted some sort of fighting attacker in here. Didn't quite get around to Malamar with Marshadow GX, but I really like this idea. So very cool stuff. And shout out to Sam for winning with this list. Now his list also plays Bridget, and sure enough, look at that, we opened a Bridget. Okay, very cool. So that is nice to start the one of there. We're just gonna go grab 3 copies of Inkay, and yeah, we're just gonna ship that. So it looks like we are playing a mirror here. Very cool. We should be utilizing, I guess, probably our Dawn Wings is what I'm going to be guessing here, because Dawn Wings is going to be very good here. Yes, Dawn Wings is going to be great because it hits that Necrozma for weakness and does not get hit for weakness in return. So imagining that Dawn Wings is going to be the best thing we got. All right, I think I'm going to Mysterious Treasure away a Psychic just to have it in the discard there and go get myself a Dawn Wings Necrozma. Now, this is a little dangerous, I guess, putting 4 Pokemon down just because I could get myself in a situation where I have to discard something. But I think that what I do here is I just slap that Floatstone on, and if my opponent Parallel Cities me, I think I just Invasion here first, and we're just going to do that. And if my opponent Parallel Cities me, I'll just bump the Necrozma GX on my own bench instead of leaving. Oh, my opponent starts the Bridget as well. Cool stuff. So looks like we probably should both get set up very quickly. I definitely feel favored since I am going first, and we have to consider what we got going on here. Obviously, since I'm probably in a position where I'm going to be taking, well, I guess not. Yeah, they're going to Invasion as well. Whoever takes the first knockout has to look out for a Moon's Eclipse GX and try to play around that. I do like that this list here is playing 4 copies of Guzma, so that is nice. Definitely helps us to do that. And as you can see, since I did Mysterious Treasure away that Psychic energy, I do have the option to preserve some resources and go for a Cynthia here, but I feel like, let's see, if I could get more Psychics in the discard pile, I could just Prismatic Burst. I need to get a Psychic and then another one of this card. I think I'm just going to go for a heavy-handed Sycamore here and see what we could get off the draw. Ooh, yeah, not a whole lot there. So we do actually have a Dark Flash. Like we could just retreat, and then we could Psychic Recharge one time and just get an attack off. I do like that. So let's just do that. And we're going to retreat in a Necrozma, attach here. Psychic Recharge for the one time and just get off a turn 2 attack. It's fine. We're not knocking this thing out or anything, but we do have the option here just to do some damage, and that's pretty good spot to be in. My opponent could respond with their own, Prismatic Burst. They could just knock out my Dawn Wings, but if they do that, I'm more or less okay with it. I mean, I might be able to respond with either my own Prismatic Burst here. Shouldn't be too hard. Just need the 3 energies. I could attach. We obviously have a Psychic Recharge with the Malamar. I probably would just Lele for a Sycamore if that was the case, just to get these Psychic energies in the discard pile and to draw as aggressively as we can. You see that we did not get what we needed off of that one Sycamore. So playing definitely heavy-handed feels like the way to go, because in this mirror match, every turn feels pretty crucial. So do they have it? They got 2 Psychic. They do have 2 Psychic energy in the discard pile. If they have a Psychic energy in hand as well, they are going in for the knockout here. Now, I guess I could have gotten myself the turn 2 knockout had I had the foresight to attach my initial Psychic Energy to the Necrozma GX here. But I guess Dawnwings seemed like the better lead. At the time, I mean, obviously my opponent had the Necrozma GX in the active position. I admittedly have not played too many of these mirrors, so I was guessing that getting the turn 2 Dawnwings would be easier, I think, than getting a turn 2 Necrozma GX, but I guess either of them would have just required a Floatstone to stick here in the same combination of cards. So maybe we lead with Necrozma GX and pull off a Prismatic Burst next time, but for what this is, it's fine. I mean, we're in it now. We're trying to see if we can just get this Dawnwings to stick. If we can get the Dawnwings to stick and not get knocked out, we're in a great position. I could just Guzma this next turn, attach an energy, and just go from there. I mean, this Necrozma GX here is toast. If I could do that, I would probably just bring that thing up and knock it out with a Dark Flash. That would be super good. And judging by the retreat here, I'm guessing that they do not have it. Nope, they did not even bother using Psychic Recharge. They just didn't have the juice. So I'm thinking that we just go in with the knockout. I mean, obviously, I'm just inviting up. That seems like really sketch, though, because I am just inviting up my opponent to just GX me. But I think that's fine because I have Lele in my hand. They would have to N and GX me in the same turn. So I think I'm okay here. And then, yeah, we're just going to, let's Guzma up that thing. And, yep, ship it. We're just going to start taking some EX, GX knockouts, invasion. And let's just Dark Flash this thing because it's not worth taking out a one prizer. Honestly, like I could take out one of these Malamars here. That just seems like not the play. I feel like I am just opening the doors there for my opponent to be able to take some serious EX knockouts. I mean, my opponent could just pull off the Moon's Eclipse GX even with just one Malamar in play. They attach a Psychic, they Psychic Recharge one time, and then they GX my Dawnwings, and then maybe if they end in the same turn, I can't respond, and then they slap another Inkay down, and then I'm just in a whole losing boat. By taking out the GX, I give myself an opportunity here to continue to be aggressive. Yep, we're going to kick one of these Inkays here. Definitely tough dealing with Parallel City. I mean, Parallel City is just a super good card right now. I think it's going to be very, very significant at the upcoming, Madison Regional Championships in standard format. I think this is going to be the best stadium played at that tournament for sure. Get an invasion from my opponent. Do they have the double Psychic Recharge and then the GX with a Mew? I actually don't know if I prefer that play. Though I see like what they're doing here, I think I almost prefer just to make the damaged Dawnwings invincible. Like, why not? Because now I could just Guzma and take 2 more prizes instead of, if they were to GX with the damaged one, then I would be looking at a bench full of non-EX, non-GX Pokemon. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, I actually prefer GXing here with the damaged Dawnwings just to give it an extra turn of protection. This is pretty sweet. So we do have the Mysterious Treasure here. I like that. I think we need to rip this Max Elixir in order to get the KO with the Dawnwings, which is what I want. Like, I want to get a Dawnwings out for sure and do it that way. That just seems better. I think I have to get rid of that Floatstone. Yep, so we're going to do that. Let's Mysterious Treasure. Or I could go get a Lele. Let's see, show playmat. I think I could do it with a Lele, right? 2, 4, 6. Actually, yeah, that actually seems like the superior play. Because then I just go get this Lele here, and I can get myself another supporter since I already have Guzma. So that's like super cool, actually. Let's just go get like a Sycamore. Sure. Gonna go get ourselves a Sycamore here. And now I could just attach and Psychic Recharge just one time to the Lele. That's actually super cool. And this is not, weak to Psychic, so that's fine as well. And then let's just Guzma up that guy, hit it for 80 damage. We'll try to max elixir one time to my Ultra Necrozma here on the bench. Yep, we hit that. That's cool. So now that thing's locked and loaded and ready to fire off a crazy attack as well. Let's just energy drive, take another GX knockout. Now we're down to just 2 prizes remaining. Pretty crafty Lele plays here. I think I like it, other than the fact that, I mean, obviously it's a little bit concerning. The Lele can't pull off any crazy one-hit knockout attacks. But if I were to go get Dawn Wings would not have gotten me any crazy one-hit knockout attacks either. Obviously, it can kind of just top out at that, what, 120? Is that what it... I always forget what Dark Flash does. 120. I always feel like it does 130. It does 120. So I would have been kind of locked in at that, at that like 120 range anyway. Having the Lele and then getting myself the Sycamore, that could be a game-winning scenario here for me. Especially since they just have to have Guzma this turn. They have to Guzma my Necrozma GX. That means if they do that, they take 2 energy off my field. I already have 2 in the discard pile. Then I promote the Lele. The Lele is a free retreater as well, since I already have energies on it. And I put the second Malamar. If they Guzma, they can't end me in the same turn. And I have the Sycamore ready to go. So really, am stoked on the Lele play. Definitely incoming Guzma. Here we go. Oh, yep, and that is going to burn. Going in with the Mew here. So that is, like, not great for me because I do not have Guzma in hand. So I am just, like, a little bit stuck here because they could just knock out whatever I do, whatever I promote. If they just have another Guzma, that is super not good. So I think... we're in like a situation where I have to knock this Mew out with like a Malamar. That's like really, really bad. So that's unfortunate. Obviously, I don't know. Cards like a Rangaroo could be clutch right now if we played that, but we don't. So I think that we just have to go in and hope that we can knock this thing out with a Malamar. That just seems super sketch, but let's give it a shot. All right, we got ourselves a max elixir there. Let's evolve this thing. And Psychic Recharge to itself. I don't know. I don't think there's anything I'm missing here. I think we just don't have the N right now. And there's not really any way that I could have done this a little better. I guess maybe Pseudo-Wudo. No, that doesn't really help either. I don't know. We're just in a little bit of a stuck situation. So let's just Sycamore here. If my opponent has a Guzma, they got the Guzma. I could have drawn Parallel City and feel like to bump this Tapu Lele off of the field, but as you can see, I just have not seen my own Parallel Cities this game at all. I think I do just Field Blower though, just to get that thing out of there, and then let's just throw a Float Stone on there. Let's Mysterious Treasure, probably get rid of the Cynthia. Let's just go get something else in play. Probably another Inkay, just so that we can power up a Necrozma GX if we need to on the final turn here. And then, yeah, this is just hoping that my opponent does not have Guzma for sure, which is not the kind of situation you want to be in. I think, well, we could Float Stone Retreat. We probably have plenty of energy. Yeah, we got plenty of energy in the discard pile. So let's just Float Stone Retreat that way. Into Malamar here. Probably just going to, yep, I'm fine just keeping the energy. I don't think I'm going to get enough to knock out like a Necrozma GX or anything on this Lele. So we probably just grip that. And yeah, let's Psychic Sphere. And if my opponent's got Guzma, they got Guzma. That's just the way it goes here, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like I did not have access to my other Dawn Wings anyway. It was prized. Didn't see that. They are promoting the Necrozma here. That makes me think that they just have Guzma in hand. Like they just got it. So that is how that goes. That's a tight mirror match. That just is what it is. Feel like back and forth game, taking big knockouts for big knockouts. Maybe I win that game if I do just slap the first energy of the game onto the Necrozma GX instead of putting it on the Necrozma here. Maybe, but I think that, I mean, that just, it seemed right at the time. I didn't expect my opponent to get the Dawn, and I guess you should always just expect them to Dawn Wings and then Invasion first. But like I said, this is like one of my first mirror matches, especially with the Necrozma GX build. I have not, oh, they do not have it. Okay, so we are back in the game. Don't say it's over till it's over. We've got a Guzma. We just need to take one prize. I could do 60 damage. That is not enough to knock out anything on my opponent's field. I'm going to need a little bit more juice than that. I need to do at least 60, 89. Oh my goodness. If I had attached 60, if I had attached that psychic energy, now it makes a big difference. But okay, so they just have knockout on whatever next turn. They're going to have it. I need to produce something right now. Probably Sycamore would be good. That doesn't quite get us there. No, it's just the single Necrozma. That does not quite do it. Yep, so I'm thinking that, what do we got going on here? This is not good. I think we got to hope my opponent just doesn't have energy in hand. Like, probably. I think we go for the banana in the tailpipe. I think we just Psychic Recharge. Yep, 1 to the Inkay. And we're going to try to, I think we're going to try and sleep stall that Dawn Wings over there. That just is probably all we got, guys. I don't think that there's any other way to do this. If I'm missing something, let me know. I don't know. I think that's what I got. All right, Hypnosis. We try to buy some time here. He's asleep. Does he wake up? Yep. Yeah, he wakes up. Okay, bad. This is not good. All they need is an energy card, and they got game. They just need to slap it down from their hand. At this point, I mean, I thought they had game last turn, but we're just getting end like crazy. You guys could see why I love Oranguru in this deck. Oranguru potentially could have dug us out there. I mean, I think we're probably, going for Ultra Ball here? Nope, we're just going to instruct the Oranguru. If we get it, if they get it, they get it. That is it. But, I mean, at this point, they've got to have energy left in the deck. They've got to have supporters left in the deck. If they ain't got anything, then I am very, very surprised. But this is definitely why I love the Oranguru in the deck. You see, my opponent is drawing fine in these late game end situations. Me, on the other hand, yeah, I got nothing. So my opponent's got that one. I think you got to see the value of Oranguru really shining on my opponent's side of the field. Definitely struggled under the late game conditions here, just not drawing what we needed to draw there at the end of the game to close that one out. But nonetheless, cool list, definitely cool. So shout out to Sam Chen there for that Mexico City win. Gonna show it off real quick. It was just a few cards off of, I think, Peter Kaika's list originally. So that is where this list originated from. Pretty cool stuff. The deck definitely, set up pretty well. We got energy into play and were able to compete, but ultimately my opponent's deck just ran a little bit better. They were able to take advantage of their Necrozma GX much better than I was, and my version of the deck kind of just stalled out there towards the end of the game, where my opponent was just churning through the rest of their deck with Oranguru. I think I really do prefer Oranguru, but that's just my personal opinion. So thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel. Peace.